Hey everybody, it's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I am excited to be here live with you today for Saturday SIP. For those of you who are wondering, SIP stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper. So we are going to be doing some of that today. Sorry while I adjust a few things here. But first, I am going to, don't you love this? It's like, I'm not sure what it is, because it's a weird shape, and I'm not much on animals, but it's fun and it's warm, although it's pretty warm here in Michigan. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I do want to give you a quick sneak peek. Stampin' Up! Is going to be doing this thing where like we have something going on every other month. A mini catalog, the annual catalog, the mini catalog. And in between those are going to be online exclusives that you can only get by going to my website, MemoryINKers.com. That's my Stampin' Up! Website. That's where you go to shop, and you'll be able to see the online exclusives there. This next one, the very first one, is going to start March. So there will be a different hostess code for March. But for now, the hostess code, if you're shopping during celebration, which is a great time to shop, right? Because free stuff, is 2, T as in Tom, Q as in Queen, M as in Mark, P as in Paul, K as in Carrie, 7, and D as in David. Okay, so I should have said Michael, right? That's my husband's name. Duh. So I'm just going to give you a sneak peek at one of the things that is going to be available online only. I don't know other stuff. I know that they have suggested that some retired things might be there, brought back for it. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be like the clearance rack. So don't be looking for like clearance rack pricing, because I don't think that will be there. Okay, so here is what it is. This is the online exclusive. There will be, this QR code does not work right now, but it will be available, and I will post that for you guys when it is available. But this sort of shows you the first suite. And in this suite is this fantastic stamp set, Irresistible Blooms. It is a red rubber stamp set. I got this in the other day. You guys saw that box, but then I've been having some back issues, so I haven't even had a chance to put it together and play with it. That is my goal today, to play with it. So this beautiful Irresistible Blooms, and then look at these dies. These dies are really kind of cool. They not only cut out the flowers, so you've got dies for the flowers, 2 flowers, the 3 different leaves, extra additional leaves. I think these little ones are additional, but look at this tiny one. They even have one for this. It's so cool. And the stamp set has the backgroundy things, but look at the fonts on this. The fonts are so, I love mixed fonts, but look at how pretty that is. I like you. Sometimes you want to send something to a friend and you don't want to say I love you. You may love them, but you just want to say I like you. And I know when my kids were little, and I still do it today, I tell them sometimes that I may love you, but the coolest thing is that I like you. Because you can love somebody, anybody who's in a family will get this, you can love somebody and not necessarily like them. So I find somebody telling me I like you as a pretty good compliment. So that's pretty cool. And then I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Love that one. Thank you, which of course we all need those. Hello, and hooray, it's your day, which is great for anything. Birthdays, graduations, weddings, whatever. It's great for that. So it's a really terrific stamp set, and it's called Irresistible Blooms. The dies are called, what are they called? I don't even know. Probably Irresistible Blooms dies. Yes, I love that Stampin' Up! Is doing that, but I'm not used to it yet. These are kind of cool. I can't wait to show them. Some of you may have already seen them on there. But you can kind of, let me see if I can zoom on it. This is printed, so it's not quite the same as when you see it. But see this right here? That is this die. And this die does not, it comes like this square. It will not be taken apart. Okay, so if you wanted to use just the circles, you're going to need to trim. Oh, let me put that in there. You're going to be able to have to trim like here and here where it's attached. You'll have to trim it off to make it an actual loose circle. And then this one, as you can see, does like strings with the circles on it, and they're kind of attached. For both of these, and probably these leaves also, I would highly recommend that you put them on our adhesive sheets, put the cardstock or paper or whatever on adhesive sheets before you cut them out. But I will be playing with this. You can't order it right now anyway, so I know a lot of people are out there demonstrating it already, but I don't know that that does any good since you can't order it. And I don't want anybody to be upset that you can't get this in order for celebrations. So I'll do some projects with it, but not right now. So you've got the stamp set and the dies. There are these, you get a whole pack, a 48 pack of this designer series paper, and I went through and did, you know, both sides so you guys could see double-sided without me having to flip back and forth. But these papers are beautiful. See, here's the dots. This is very similar to those dies. That's kind of what they'll look like cut. A lot of the dies will cut the leaves that you see in these and these flowers. You can cut out this flower with the big flower die and the little leaves. That's in there too. This can be cut. Actually, all of these leaves, there's 3 different kinds. They can all be cut with the dies. But even these modeled backgrounds are just so pretty. And look at this. Look at how pretty that is. The flowers growing up. So pretty. And then this one with the dots. Another bunch of leaves. This is just the background, the modeled background. Here's another one where the flowers are growing up. It's just it makes a beautiful card base, or even, you know, a designer series, you know, paper for your backgrounds. Some more flowers and more leaves. I love that there's a big variety of colors. So you have a lot of options. You know, look, Pinky Girl card, definitely a guyish, more guyish color. Not that you can't use them for either or, but anyway, so it's a whole lot of beautiful design in this pack. Again, it's not going to be available until March, but I wanted you to see it. Here is another set of, this is, if you see, this is the big bundle here, where you can get everything all like that, and these little, these are loose. These are called loose frosted dots. So they are not self-adhesive. They are half rounds. So there's flat on one side and frosted on the other. So if you see the shiny sparkly, that is actually the flat side. So this would actually look really pretty in a shaker card, because you're going to get both flat and shiny in a shaker card. But you would want to use glue dots and or our liquid adhesive, which I will show you in a project soon on a good way to attach those. But those are going to be in there. So that's the suite, if you wanted to buy the whole suite, okay? But you can buy everything separately, of course. Then they have some extra added products. Excuse me. You're going to get 2 sheets. This is called Naturally Gilded 12 by 12, and you're going to get 2 sheets of each. They are white on the back, just so you know. So you've got it in, I believe that is gold. Yep, gold and vanilla. Okay, white and silver. The patterns are different. They are not the same. Even this one is, at first I thought it was the same as the gold, but it is not. So you've got gold, silver, and copper. And they're just gorgeous, just beautiful. And you're going to get 2 sheets of each of that. Then there is this awesome alphabet letters. you know, we haven't had alphabet letters in a while, because they used to be like nobody had them. Remember, nobody had stickers or anything. So now that you do have that, but sometimes you would prefer to stamp. I think that's coming back now. But I wanted you to see, you can see all the alphabets. It's got leaves and stuff in here too. But look how big the letters are. I mean, they are very, very nice for scrapbook titles, for part of your sentiment on your card. They're a really, really nice size, and they are in the photopolymer. The stamp set is in the red rubber, which is called cling. So you know when you order C is cling, that's the red rubber. P is photopolymer. That's the clearish looking stamp. I know, it's confusing, but there you go. Now these I am most excited about. I love embossing folders. And this is a set of 3. You cannot buy them individually. You can only buy them as a set. But they're called Basic 3Ds, and for a really good reason. You could have these 3 embossing folders and not need any others. Okay, need is a strong word. I would need more, but you might not. So let me see if I can get you to see what they look like. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well, so I did not get them done. So this one looks like it's supposed to be flowers, I think, but I think it looks like starfish myself. So I'm planning to use that with the seashells set because I really like it. And then this one's cool. I don't think we've ever had anything like this. These are, and they're all the thicker, so they're the 3D. These are really strong. It's like a strong hash all the way through it, or a linen look. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. I really like it. And then, of course, the classic polka dots. Who doesn't like polka dots? So, yeah, these 3 are awesome. So I wanted you guys just to see. This is a sneak coming soon. It's not here yet. So, so there you go. They're coming. Now, if you want to be sure, because you know how pre-ordering goes, if you want to be sure you're going to get these in time, or you want me to order them the minute they come available, please email me, MemoryINKers@gmail.com. I am probably going to figure out some kind of a special for anybody who pre-orders, but I hate to repeat myself, but as I said, I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't have time to play with it and come up with anything yet. So I don't think I'm doing a club kit with it, unless you guys say, hey, Carrie, this would be cool for a club kit. Then yeah, that would be awesome. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm not sure. Oh, look, there are some. That is so weird. Hi, Sherry. I can't see if anybody else commented. Okay, so let me set that aside. And now let's do Saturday Sip. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to grab my stuff and get it set out. I am going to be using my Stamparatus, just so you guys know. I'm going to make a little note card today. So you know we have note cards and envelopes, so they're a little bit tinier. And this is what I am going to make, is just a fun little card that you might use for a friend. I know Galantine, I know that's like a big word, like everybody's using it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, that term drives me nuts. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it does. It drives me crazy. I don't know why. So I'm using this stamp that says, to a friend that makes me smile. So it's a great card to send to a gal pal or just a friend, and that is from the Forever Ferns. I'm also going to be doing the envelope with these 2 leaves. I love how there's 2 leaves that are the same, and they are in the reverse flip-floppy image. I just think that's really cool. And there are dies that go with this. Killer dies. I mean, killer dies. They're awesome. I did not pull them out, but yeah, you might want to check into that. So, and of course I'm using my Stamparatus. I've got a few punches I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Heart Punch bundle. These 2 come together, the heart and the scallop heart. This is a really great deal. So they're very cool. And of course they layer. So we'll be using those. I'm going to be using this leaf. I thought about using the leaves from Forever Fern, but I decided I'm going to go punchy. And I'm going to use this punch. And then I'm going to be using this punch, which goes with the Flowers of Friendship, which has been a while. I actually did, when this first came out, I did do a club with this. Quite a few of you bought it, so I know a lot of you have this. So I'm only using the punch, but I am going to show you a card where I used the stuff to make the flowers. So, and it's similar to the card, that the little note card that I'm making. So I have all my punches, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to use my Stamparatus, and I'm going to set this on there. And you guys know how the Stamparatus works. And just grab your stamp with your plate, and you know this comes with 2 plates, and they do lift off for a lot of fun things. You can use both sides. You can do the hinge step stamping, just so you guys know about that. So I'm going to, oh, nice. I'm going to ink this up with some Memento ink, and then I'm going to just stamp it right there so that I can see where it is. Now I already punched out the straight edge heart, but I wanted to use the Stamparatus so that I could get this to stamp right where I wanted it to go. Have you guys ever done that with a punch, and then, you know, all of a sudden you're over here, or you're down there, or it's to this or to that? This helps you to get it where you want it to go. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to put that down. Then I'm going to take, I'm going to take the punched out heart, and I'm going to set it into the negative image. You guys know this is one of my favorite Stamparatus tricks, right? It's definitely one of my favorite. So I'm going to ink that back up now, and then I can stamp this and just rub it really good. Now, if you ever do this and your item pops out, use a little temporary adhesive to hold it in place, or a little mini glue dot, so it won't come up, just in case you have an error and you have to stamp twice. But look at how beautiful. Isn't that great? It's so great. So in case anyone is wondering what I meant by hinge step stamping, I'm just going to show you real quick. So I already have this, so let's pretend this is a card, and I want to add that again. So I'm going to ink it up. So I have it here. I'm going to go down, I think one will work. Yep. And then I can stamp it again. That's a little tight. This sentiment is a little bit tight, but you get the idea. And then you would ink it again, and just keep doing it all the way down the side of your card. Although I think that kind of looks okay. But you kind of get the idea that you could do, that's what's called hinge step stamping. It lets you go ahead and put things in perfect, I mean, look, they're all perfectly even. So, yeah, that is another big treat. There's a whole lot you can do. If you do not own a Stamparatus, why? I don't know why. So, all right, so I've got that. Let me set that aside here. So I have that. So now I want to punch out the background flower. So I'm going to use the scalloped heart and punch that out. And this is in, all right, I got to remember the name of it. I'm so terrible at that. Polished Pink. So that is in Polished Pink. It's an in color. I'm using all in colors, by the way. And then for the leaves, I am going to be using, why can't I remember things? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, it's right here in front of me. Parakeet Party. And I want to punch out both of these leaves. Now, if you look at this, it doesn't look like, oh, this is not going to fit, Carrie. But I have a spare just in case. But I find that if you wiggle, it is amazing what you can do. You just kind of wiggle around until you can get all of the pieces in there. And voila. Whoops, almost voila. Okay, I think I got them all. I did. So, see, I mean, there might be a little tail end off of that, maybe. It doesn't look like it, though. But with what I'm going to do with it, it doesn't matter. So, this is why I save all my scraps, because I'm crazy like that. And then, so that's all I'm punching out with this beautiful, it's called bow punch, because you can make, or bow punch, probably. So, I've already punched out a couple of these flowers, and I'm going to punch one more, and it's going to be I'm going to be using the smaller of them. Now you see when you punch, you're going to get the leaves and stuff, so you just have to be prepared that you're not going to be able to, like some punches, go along and go punch 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 and make it perfect, because it's going to cut those out too. So I'm going to flip this over, and can you see how it's in there? It is in there, and it's going to punch those out. So what I meant was, it would be, well, the little one works, but see, when you go to do the little one, then you've got more coming out, and that's okay. So just be prepared that there's a little bit of waste. No big deal. Cardstock is not that expensive, so I'm good with it. All right, so now I have all of my pieces that I'm going to use. So I'm going to take my pre-cut, pre-scored note cards and envelopes. These are in the annual catalog. And I'm going to go ahead and fold this towards the lump in the score, or the hill, and use my bone folder. Now, sometimes you will see people doing this with their bone folders. What does that do? That does not do anything. You want to score. It's made to score. I am pressing when I am doing that. I am pressing because I have this thing about cardstock that stays open. It drives me crazy. And it will still. I mean, it's thick, so it's going to. But as you load it, it will flatten down a little bit, and once it's in the envelope, it flattens out. But I don't know why. I just have this thing. It really does make me crazy. Hi, Linda. Happy Saturday to you as well. So the other thing is there are going to be some changes to how I'm doing things. As you guys know, I'm trying to get healthy, and I was doing thinner Thursdays. So I was doing 3 lives a week. And I'm just going to be honest with you, it's just too much for me. I'm retired and I want to be retired. I love Stampin' Up! And it is my full-time job, but I want to enjoy it. I've always said I'm going to keep doing it, well, as long as it's fun, and I don't want it to become not fun. And so you're going to be seeing a lot of pre-recordeds. My plan right now is to go live once a week, either on Tuesday or Saturday, I don't know, or I'll throw something in there in the middle of the week. Thinner Thursdays are going to go away for a couple of reasons. The most important one is I switched my Weight Watchers day from Thursday to Friday. So Thinner Thursday on Friday would just be weird, and I didn't want to call it Fat Free Friday or Fat Person Friday. That would be nutty. But I will keep you guys apprised. I will tell you that I had a really, as far as Weight Watchers goes, I had a really rough week last week. I injured my back again. I did some stuff to make it a little worse, and it was raining, which always does me in, and so I ate my pain. Does anybody do that? Is there anyone besides me? I ate the junk food like you couldn't believe, and I was doing sneaky eating. Do you ever do sneaky eating? It's just my husband and I here, and he isn't going to say anything. He wants me to be healthy, but he isn't going to say anything. First of all, he just knows better. It would not be good for him to say anything. But I found myself in pain on my heating pad, watching television, knowing he needed to go do something, and my head was like, I wish he would just leave, because I know that there's a bag of Poppables, and I want to eat the Poppables without anybody asking me if I'm going to count them out, because I count them and I baggie them, and I'm really good. I didn't want to do that. Leave me alone. I want my Poppables, and if I eat 10 bags, I didn't eat 10 bags, but it seemed like I did, and I really expected to gain like 5 pounds. I did gain 1.6 pounds, which stinks, but I was totally inactive because my back was in so much pain, and I was eating very unhealthy. I felt it. I didn't feel good, but you know, when you're in pain, you go, I don't feel good, but I'm eating it anyway. That's kind of the sad place of where I was. Okay, so what did I do with those? Because I'm going to want them. What did I do? I put them away. Oh, here they are. And, all right, so I'm going to be using some of these new gems here, these new loose gems. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. This is just very simple. And I'm going to put the flowers on it, and it's just going to be a little note card to my friend. Maybe I'm breaking my friend something yummy. My first thought was cookies, but what was I just talking about? Wasn't it Weight Watchers? So probably not cookies, but maybe cookies. Maybe they don't have a problem and they can do that. I have too much glue on here, so I'm going to grab a little bit for some of these other things and get them ready to be stickied, because that's just too much glue for this leaf. And there we go. Okay. That's not very much on there. So I'm going to take this. I know I want the heart kind of centered, not completely centered. And I'm going to set that up into the corner. And then this one is going to go down this way into that corner. And if I did that right, both of those are going to be behind the heart. I believe they are. They are. Okay, cool. We're good. All right. So then I'm going to take this blue one, and I'm going to set it kind of like that, and then I have to hold this in place so I can see what I'm doing. And then this is Tahitian Tide. This is hang on, you guys, oh my gosh, fresh freesia. So fresh freesia, Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party, and Pale Papaya are the colors. They're all in colors. And this was polished pink. And of course, basic white. So now I'm going to put that one kind of there. So I know where those are going. So this is going to go on a pop dot, as is this, Stampin' Dimensional. So let me grab those. And I'm going to start my dimensionals with the heart. I'm getting down to the end here, so I'm going to use these end pieces. I know I ask this all the time, but I'm hoping you guys use all your little end pieces like this, right? We don't want to waste anything. So I'm going to use this back here, and this one right there, and then one of these little halvesies down here. Pull off the back. Do you guys notice that I've got like Valentine-y stuff on my fingernails? I don't particularly like it, but I had it. It's some it's some Color Street that I have left, so I wanted to use it up. All right, now I'm going to use this one, and look, I happen to have a whole one here. So we're going to put a dimensional on the back of this little flower. A big one just barely fits. If you want to use the little mini dimensionals, that certainly would work as well. And then I'm going to set that one kind of like so. So now I've got just a fun little note. But to make it a little prettier, I am going to, you know what, I'm going to use this. I am going to put just a dot. You can use a glue dot, but I'm just going to put a dot of liquid adhesive in the center of my flowers, and then I'm going to grab these. I haven't used them yet, you guys, so we're gonna hope for the best here. Where is my, I pulled it out. You guys, why do I lose things? I don't understand. My whole concept of reality is over. I am the most disorganized person on the planet, I swear. All right, so I'm going to use, I think I'll use a pink one and a couple of gold ones. There's a gold one. I can't see. Apparently I'm going to use 2 pink ones. And see if I can get them on here without my take your pick tool. I don't think the pink shows up very well there, does it? Nope, it doesn't. So we'll put the pink one on. Like I said, I haven't used these yet, you guys. Come on, pick up. See, this is why you need a take your pick tool. This is specifically why you need it. For moments, come on. For moments like this. Oh my golly, it's craziness. All right, so the pink one's going to go on there. If I had my take your pick tool, that would have been so much easier. And now my little dots here are practically dried up. So let me do that. I forgot to mention that there's 2 returning colors in this suite. One of them is Parakeet Party, which was just Parakeet Party. No. What is the name of it, you guys? Seriously. It's on the back of the DSP. Hang on, I'll tell you. It's Lost Lagoon, which was an in color quite a while ago, and Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock, which it's hard to tell, but that's what this little gem is Pretty Peacock. It's actually a beautiful greenish color. And I think you're going to love it. So we're going to put the gold one on the blue. So there we go. Isn't that fun? It's just a fun little card for you to give to your friend. And then to make your envelope just a little bit cuter, you can, those are going to fall on the floor any minute, I just know it. You can take these little 2-way leaf stamps and stamp them onto your envelope. And now your envelope is pretty and your card is pretty. So you've got this great look. And remember I said I did it with the, I tried with the stamps, you know, because you can stamp and then punch them out, or punch them all out and do the Stamparatus like I did with the heart. Oh, that's not it. Where did I put it? Here it is. Here it is. So you can see this one has the stamped images on the flowers. I stamped and punched for like a couple of these, and you can see that they are so off. They're so off. And I should have used the Stamparatus, and that would have made them perfect. So, but anyway, there you go. There is the 2 ways that you can do this fun card for your friend. I hope you guys like it. I will be doing more stuff for you guys again. There will be hopefully 1 live a week, and Tuesday tip and Saturday sip, they are staying. They just will possibly be recorded, because that way, like last week I didn't do one. I think, was it last week? Excuse me, because I was having some issues and needed to take a little breather, which turned into a week. I mean, I barely got Tuesday tip done for you guys. I'm not kidding you. And I don't want that to happen. I want to be consistent. I want to be here every Tuesday, every Saturday. I want to be here. So I'm going to pre-record a lot and then pop on with a fun live for you guys as well, because I like chatting with you. So that's always fun. Again, I am Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. If you would please share this video and then comment below that you shared, and I'll go over to where you shared it, because Facebook tells me also that you shared it, not just you saying it, but it tells me when you shared. So I will be able to go over and it'll say, you know, Susie Stamper shared your post, and I'll be able to click on that and comment too. So that makes it cool. So please do that. If you are watching this from a shared post or from my YouTube channel, you can watch me on my lives when I do my lives. at facebook.com/MemoryInkers. Again, shopping is MemoryInkers.com. Emails is MemoryInkers@gmail.com. And the February 2023 hostess code for the last month of celebration for the year. Don't forget, this is it. This is it. There's not going to be another one in the summer. This is the last month of celebration. So you've got till February 28th, 2023. The hostess code is 2, T as in Tom, Q as in Queen, M as in Michael, P as in Paul, K as in Carrie, 7, D as in David. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.